So, as you can see from the title, this is going to be ranting a little bit. I'm getting kind of mad. But don't worry. I'll try to keep my cool. I'll try to stay as calm as possible. Which, you know, not really saying a lot. Anyway. Number 1. And these don't really go in an order so much. These are just 10 things I hate. It's not like a top 10, it's just 10 things. There are lots of things that I don't like, those things I do like. But yes, I might do 10 things I like as well. 10 things I love at some point. But anyway, I've really felt like ranting and I will. So anyway, number 1, well, the first one, so number 10, I suppose I should say. Number 10, when an American person corrects my spelling, like when I put a U in something. First of all, Americans out there, and anyone who spells without the U in the word. First of all, there are 2 different official spellings. There's obviously the Americanized version, and there's the British English. And we put U's in those file letters, like favourite, colour, you know, and also like instead of Z, like for example, patronise, you put a Z, but we put an S instead. And like organisation is an S instead. And it was really annoying when I get American trying to correct me or tell me like there's a different word. Like for example, I once said tap, and they were like, no, it's a faucet. No, we don't say faucet here, we say tap or pipe. I'm British, get that right. Not everyone's American, stop assuming everyone's American, stop assuming everyone's gonna like speak like you, 'cause it's really fucking annoying, like when you do that. And yes, I just swore, but I don't really care. It's not like I get paid for doing these videos anyway, so it's that's the good thing. I won't get even if it does like put ads or it demonetise, it's not going to matter because it's not going to me anyway. So now if I were more famous and I had like, obviously if I had lots of subscribers and I did do this, if I did do this for like, you know, as a job, then yeah, then like, I'd obviously be a little bit more careful. Thing is, I don't even have an editor, so I can't even like censor it anyway. I couldn't beep it out anyway because I don't even have an editor right now. So anyway, that was one of them. It just annoys me so much. Alright, number 2 or number 9, let's say. We should go down, shouldn't we? Even though it's not really a countdown, because these things aren't more annoying than the other. They're all equally very aggravating for me, make me very angry. So yeah. Number 9 is when people think when you compliment someone it means you're gay or something. Like when a man compliments a man, they're like, no homo. Like, you don't need to fucking say that. It just proves how you're not very confident in your sexuality if you feel like you need to say that. Now I know it's a joke most of the time, but when people actually say it and they're serious, I have to cringe like really hard. That's just stupid. What's wrong with you? Like, I'm actually gay. I'm a lesbian. And you know what? If I'm complimenting a guy, it doesn't mean I'm hitting on him. And if I'm complimenting a girl, I mean, even if I'm complimenting a girl, it doesn't mean I'm hitting on her either. I'm not hitting on every woman I compliment, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being nice. Like, fuck. But seriously, like, it's so annoying. Like, guys can compliment guys, girls can compliment girls. It's fine. It's not gay. And even if you were gay and you do, what's wrong with that? What's your problem? Like, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with people? It just show, honestly, like, I can admit when a guy's hot. Like, for example, I may be hella gay. I'm too lesbian to function sometimes, to be honest. I'm too lesbian to function, but like, 7 Men, you know who I'm talking about, BTS. You know what I'm talking about? I am insanely attracted to them. They are hot as fuck. And I think also other things that make them attractive is obviously like their hard work, their talent, and like how down to earth and humble they are. That's really, oh shit. That's like really attractive to me. Oh my god, it like froze for a minute. I'm sorry. That was really trippy. But yeah, like, I don't mean to bring BTS into every video, but yes, I'm a big fan of them. And if anyone says BTS is overrated, I will slap them. Because they're not, actually. They weren't before. You're just full of shit. Thank you. Oh, and that's when we get to the next point. Point number 8. Yes, I need to say this. Yes, I know that some armies out there, they can be a bit annoying. I know there are the really annoying childish armies who are all like, oh, if you don't like BTS, you're a hater. If you don't like listen to their music, you're a hater. When in actual fact, some people just don't like, that's just, you know, everyone has preferences. Not everyone likes the same fucking music. Get over yourself. Oh my god. Seriously? Get the fuck over yourself. Not everyone's gonna like the same music, okay? I like BTS. I'm an army. I am an army. I admit that. I love their music, and I like the meanings behind their songs. I like the lyrics, and I like how freaking genius they are when it comes to that sort of thing. And like, but you know what? I accept other people's opinions. However, the things I won't accept is when you bash on BTS and you just bash on BTS because of armies, because of the toxic armies. And not all armies are toxic. I don't consider myself toxic. I mean, okay, I can be a sassy bitch sometimes, but I'm not going to bash on people for like having different tastes of music, because at the end of the day, everyone has their own preferences. Everyone has their own taste. That's life, you know. And if you can't deal with that, then you're not going to survive 10 minutes in the real world. You're clearly delusional, and you live in your own little bubble. And this has come from someone who's a shut-in, who doesn't go outside, who has friends. I talk to people online. I don't even talk to people in real life, so like, don't even. Okay, and this is coming from me. Okay, saying a lot really, or not saying a lot. I don't know, but you have no reason to be so delusional. Okay. Anyway, I just need to say that. And also, saying BTS are overrated or you hate BTS, you like, even when you haven't even bothered to give them a chance, that annoys me. That really annoys me, because like, you didn't even bother to give them a chance. You didn't even try. It's like, you could have at least tried. Seriously, you could at least give them a chance. Maybe you could have like looked up some of their nicer songs like Butterfly or Born Singer. You know, you could have looked up like the sort of slower stuff, the more ballady stuff. If you're not really into the hype stuff. I mean, if you're not into K-pop, fair enough. I'm not going to force you. You know, I'm not going to sit here and force you to things if you don't want to. At the end of the day, it's your choice. You know, it's your right. You know, to do or not to do. So, but if you're just gonna like bash on them and you're just gonna talk shit when you don't know what the fuck you're saying, then just fuck off, because you sound like a dick. Like, you're allowed to give your opinion and stuff like that, but you don't have to be a fucking arsehole about it. Don't make excuses and say, oh, it's just my opinion. You know that's bullshit. You and I both know that's bullshit. Don't be bullshitting, because I don't deal with bullshit. I don't put up with bullshit, thanks. Anyway, number 7. Number 7. SJWs. Yep. We're getting to that. And don't worry, I'll be doing the opposition in point 6. But anyway, point 7 is SJWs, people who can't even take a fucking joke. Like, people saying, oh, how dare you make jokes about mental health problems. I make jokes about mental health problems, and I have 4 of them that affect my fucking life. Hell, what do you think I'm a shut-in in the first place? You think I'm just a shut-in because? No, bitch. No, honey. I've got 4 different mental health problems, and the worst one is my anxiety. That is the worst one, my generalised anxiety disorder. It's crippling. It is actually crippling. I can't go out. I can't talk on the phone. I find it hard to talk to people in person. I just find it hard in general, and I panic a lot. And I don't sleep a lot of nights because of it, so, you know. And, I mean, even though I didn't really get diagnosed till I was like 15, I've had it all my life. Alright, I've dealt with that shit all my life. I couldn't be in groups, I can't publicly talk. I could do videos, but that's it. Yeah, so anyway, SJWs. There's being sensitive, and then there's being oversensitive. There's a difference, and I think when you need thicker skin. Especially if you're on the internet, like, for goodness sake, if you're on the internet, get thicker skin, for goodness sake. And no, use your mental health problems as an excuse for your shitty behaviour, and you just like fucking virtue signalling and being an arsehole. Yes, there's a difference between virtue signalling and actually doing the right thing. There is a difference, and I'll get to that in point 6. I will get to that. But yes, just you take things seriously all the freaking time, and it ruins everything. You suck the humour and the life out of everything. This is why we can't have nice things. Oh shit, I just spat. That's how fucked I am. Like, oh my god. Ew, gross. I have a lot of saliva build up. I hate that. It's probably my acid reflux though. Probably shouldn't be drinking cream soda, but yes, you make everything some kind of crime. Like one little joke, it could be a really innocent joke too. Like it could be something just really dumb and just, you know, and nothing like too offensive. But you blow it out of proportion. SJWs just blow it out of proportion. And they'll just make a big thing of it. Like, oh my god, get over yourselves, you snowflakes. Now, on to point 6. And yes, I'm very aggressive right now. Trust me, like when I get angry, I get angry. You do not want to mess with me. No, seriously, I'm not just trying to say that. I'm friggin' serious, so. Anyway, point 6, insensitive assholes and incels. Yes, they kind of go hand in hand most of the time. But yes, insensitive people. Now, they're the complete opposite of an SJW. Now, I don't like SJWs. I am anti-SJW, but I'm also anti-arsehole or anti-insensitive douchebag. People who seem to think that mental health problems don't exist, and they try to act tough, and they try to act like they don't have emotions at all, and they be like, oh, like, for example, you're watching a video of like about an animal dying or something, and you put in the comments, oh, that made me cry. To be fair, those things make me cry horribly. But like, and then someone just goes, oh, get over it, and like they're really insensitive about it, and like. There's a reason they cried, because that makes them sad. And you know, people get sad over different things. Just because you didn't cry over it, or just because you didn't feel sad, or it didn't touch you in some way, it doesn't mean that it won't for other people. And this is the point I'm getting. Like, I really do hate SJWs, but I also hate insensitive assholes who seem to think that mental health problems aren't a real thing, and they seem to think that emotions are invalid, and like, they seem to think that if you're even a tad bit emotional, you have no logic at all, you're not at all rational. And that just it pisses me the hell off. I just want to get them, and I just want to fucking side swipe them. I just want to swipe them in the face and just tell them, and like smash them out of a window. It makes me want to be violent, and I'm not a violent person. I don't really do violent things. I did like some violent things when I was a kid, but then I kind of grew out of it, and I stopped doing it because I thought, like, well, violence just causes problems, it causes trouble, there's no point doing it, right? I mean, sometimes I say threatening shit, but, you know, I don't actually, like, go and threaten someone or like, threaten to kill them or, like, you know, say something like, oh, I hope you get raped or something like that, because that's horrible. That's horrible. Anyway, let's get to that point. Point 5, people who tell people to kill themselves or get raped or something like that. You should never tell someone to kill themselves, nor should you tell someone to get raped. It's not funny. That is not funny. That's actually where I draw the line. Because I have a pretty unlimited sense of humour. I find pretty much nearly everything funny. And also, I don't find many things offensive. That's very rare that you'll actually offend me. Like, no, seriously. I'm not easily offended. I used to be when I was younger. Like, around 19, 20. Oh my god, I was so easily offended. Also, when I was a kid, I was easily offended. Like, pretty much until I was like 20-ish, did I kind of stop caring and just giving a shit and just decide, you know what? I find humour a better way to escape, and also a better way to cope with problems. But yeah, people tell, like, saying, even if it's like supposedly a joke or a meme, and you say KYS or, you know, I hope you get raped, something like that, it doesn't matter what it is. That's disgusting. And you do realise there are people who are suicidal, right? There'll be someone who's suicide, like, there could be, and not everyone's mentalities are the same. Like, I mean, yeah, okay, if they're that sensitive, they probably shouldn't be on the internet, sure, but, like, at the same time, you can't tell people what they can and can't do at the same time, do you know what I mean? And send someone to kill themselves, really, come on, don't you think that's too much? Don't you think that's too much? Like, why can't, like, Jesus Christ, chill the fuck out. Also, telling someone you hope they get raped, no one deserves to get raped, and no one deserves to die. No matter how bad a person is, that's awful. Unless, like, for example, like, a paedophile or a rapist ends up in prison, then yeah, I'm okay with the other prisoners doing stuff to them, because yeah, they did some pretty fucked up things. But at the same time, I wouldn't go, oh, I hope you get raped, something like that, because you don't say that to people. You don't. You just, no. And no, I'm not virtue signaling. It's just a thing called basic fucking humanity and common sense, as well as like fucking like having a conscience. Obviously, you don't have a conscience if you think I'm virtue signaling. You can go fuck yourself if that's what you think. Anyway, 2.4. People who don't like animals. Yes, I'm going there. If you're just like afraid of animals, obviously, if it's like a fear of animals, I get it. Obviously, like maybe you had some kind of bad thing that happened in your past, which, you know, then it's understandable. I mean, I used to have crippling arachnophobia. Obviously, I know they're not the same things, they're obviously different things, but like my arachnophobia is so crippling to the point like I didn't sleep and I have to check the rooms. I still do sometimes, like it's still a habit where I have to check to make sure there are no spiders. Sorry, I just thought I saw a spider. But like I do still sometimes check, and yes, I still freak out a little bit. The only spiders I do like are jumping spiders, and maybe I'll talk about them in another video. But yeah, the only spiders I do like or let near me are jumping spiders. But anyway, people who just outright hate animals and people who abuse animals or neglect animals or say horrible things about them, I just hate people like that. They can go fuck themselves. They can. They can fuck themselves with a cactus. They can shove one up their ass. They can go sit on a pine cone. Because that's how I feel about them. Yes, I said some awful things there and I probably contradicted myself because I said, but come on, that's not as bad as saying someone to kill themselves or something like that, is it? That's not even, trust me, that's not even close. But yeah, seriously, just, oh my god, people should just, like, why do people, like, get pets if they're just going to neglect and abuse them? Like, you should know, they're a big responsibility. They're a life, you know? Sorry, it froze again. They're a life. It's another life. They're a living, feeling being. So, if it keeps freezing, I might have to make part 2. Was that 5? Was that 5 points? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 parts of this because this keeps freezing. So see you next time, and we'll get to point 4.